evening, everybody. A very special breaking episode of Five for Fighting. It is Tuesday, December 13th. This one's going to be a shorter one because we're not actually going to have the Five for Fighting tonight. That'll be released later in the week. But I have to jump on because tonight history was made in Chicago. At 24 seconds of the very first period, at the 8:14 mark, also of period number one, and then goal number 800 at 6:34 for the grade 8 Alexander Ovechkin. He has reached the plateau that only two other men have hit before. He's a goal behind Gordie Howe, 94 behind the great one. Funny enough that I am joining you all here for this quick episode where we'll honor the grade 8 and the accomplishment. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that earlier today, talking to Big Jim, the obvious head of Huddle Up Podcast Incorporated, as I'm going to call it from now on. Also, fellow Washington Capitol fan. And I told him, I said, hat trick in 800 tonight for Ovi. I kind of said it sarcastic, but the way that the guys have been playing and the empty nets, I felt like it was a moment where Ovi was going to find it. And sure enough, in the Capitals' 7-3 victory over the Blackhawks, Ovi tallies twice in the first, within the first 8 minutes, and then he tallies at the 6:34 mark. The bench is cleared, obviously, to the Washington bench cleared, obviously, to celebrate Alexander Ovechkin. Kudos to the fans in Chicago that got to witness this one firsthand. Great moment where those fans threw hats and obviously honored the accomplishment of one Alexander Ovechkin. Again, goal behind Gordie Howe for second. Gordie finished with 801. 94 behind the great 8, the great one, Wayne Gretzky. But this Washington Capitals team, I got to watch a little bit of the celebration with Ovi prior to hitting the record button. Tom Wilson was in attendance, as was Nicholas Backstrom, two guys who have played big roles in a lot of the run here for Alexander Ovechkin as he reaches the 800 goal mark. This is a day, I will tell you, that I'm not going to forget probably for the rest of my life. December 13th, Alexander Ovechkin, 800 goals. 801 is on the cusp. Home game against Dallas, home game against Toronto on Thursday and on Saturday, and then Monday the 19th, a home tilt against the Detroit Red Wings. Obviously, I would love to see him get 801. I would even more love to see him get 802 prior to going back on the road next Thursday, December 22nd, when they play the Ottawa Senators. October 5th, 2005, Alexander Ovechkin made his Washington Capitals debut, scoring 2 goals in a 3-2 win over the Columbus Blue Jackets. January 13th, 2006, his first hat trick. December 13th, 2022, 800. And probably one of the top guys, of all time to play the game. Without a shadow of a doubt, me and Jim have talked about this. The greatest goal scorer in National Hockey League history. Huge moment, huge accomplishment again for Alex. I'm happy that he was able to get it done. I was really happy to see Nick and Tom in attendance to celebrate with Ovi and the guys after the game. I think that this is a step that Washington Capitals fans have been clamoring for a long time. I'm going to say this. I don't necessarily think, and Ted Leonis has come out and said that we're not going to rebuild while Alex is here. We're going to try to keep putting contenders out there. Yeah, this was a good one. It was a good one to see. The fact of the matter is that they were able to get the victory. Obviously, 800 is a big one for Alex. I don't know really what to say more about it. The guy's a goal-scoring machine. He's one of the best goal scorers of all time. Like mentioned in the past. He it was his 1,305th career game. His 20th goal of the 2022 season. It also marks the 162nd multi-goal game of Ovechkin's career, only trailing the 189 games of Wayne Gretzky. The goal here, trying to figure out the exact number. Howe scored his 800th goal on February 29th of 1980. Obviously, the next one is Gordie Howe with 801, Gretzky with 894. 53 empty netters in his career. Only Gretzky is more with 56. 18th season for the Capitals captain. Super excited again to be talking to you guys. 800 career goals for Alexander Ovechkin tonight. Huge moment. I don't know what else really that we can say here. Obviously, tomorrow's show we'll talk about it more. Obviously, Ovi will sit down with a couple people within the next 24 to 48 hours and talk about this moment as he passes the 800 career goal mark. You can check out my Twitter at They Call Me Burn. You can check out Big Jim's Big Jim Sports. You can also check out the Huddle Up Podcast Twitter account at Huddle Up Pod. We'll have more information on Alexander Ovechkin crossing the 800 goal plateau. Spoiler alert, he's probably going to be the Grip It and Rip It Player of the Week this week when we talk about the week that was on the National Hockey League coming up later this week for the 5 for Fighting. I just wanted to hop on here real quick, though. Congratulations to Alexander Ovechkin. Career goal number 800. As a Washington Capital fan, I can't stop smiling ear to ear. I can't wait to throw on that reverse retro that I got earlier this season and kind of root on Alex from right here in sunny South Florida the rest of the way. 1 goal to tie Gordie Howe, 2 to pass him, 94 to the great one as Alexander Ovechkin earlier tonight hits goal number 800, a hat trick against the Chicago Blackhawks on the road. That's it for me. This is it for this abbreviated episode. I'll be back probably Thursday morning with the full 5 for Fighting right here on the Huddle Up Podcast Network. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, thumbs up. If you know a hockey fan that might want to talk hockey or may want to listen to me talk about Alexander Ovechkin, please share this podcast with them. Please share any of the other 5 for Fighting podcasts with any of your hockey friends. Maybe they'll hear some stuff they want to talk about with me, and they can reach out to me, and we can have some fun conversation about it. If you aren't already, please follow the Huddle Up Podcast feed on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter. In the bio of the Twitter account, you can find our link tree, which will give you directions to our store over on tpublic.com. There you can find some cool designs as well as some Huddle Up Podcast hockey designs, including the retro logo and a very exclusive Washington Capitals Huddle Up Podcast shirt, which may be something that you want to pick up here with Alexander Ovechkin getting to number 800 tonight. I thank you guys again for hanging out with me. I thank you guys for listening. Congratulations, Alex, on 800 from a Washington Capital fan here in South Florida. And we will see you guys on the next episode of 5 for Fighting. Until then, skate well.